Here. There we go.
Yeah.
Look at it.
He's going right for the camera. Right for the camera. There we go. Put it right there, bro. That'll be perfect.
I like how it's opened up here. Yeah, I like that. I like
There
that
you
right
go.
there. Tell us slow down there.
Drive a car. Everyone know, drive a car.
Welcome everybody. We're back.
What's up?
Oh,
What's
don't
going on?
mind me. Just shrugged out, raggadogga, and just get your time down. No, got what you do. Okay?
It's just how he lives. It's just how the guy lives.
Welcome to my crib. Welcome to my crib. Okay? And then what? You know, I got the finest water. I love how everyone was just like pretty much the same thing on my crib. It's like, first of all, when you find out a lot of it was fake on cribs, you're like, hold up. Hold the fuck up. Why are you lying, dog? Why you gotta lie? You got money. Why you out here leasing a home? Just so it's like looked like they was like we can put you on cribs this weekend, and you're just like, oh shit, I ain't even in my hometown this weekend. Let me just lease something. Then I'll put it on my crib and pretend, and that's why y'all ain't never got nothing in your fridge. That's why you ain't got nothing in your fridge. You leased that house. You don't live there. You ain't never cooked there.
I just always feel like when you look at these homes, I'm like, no one lives here. There's nobody that lives here. Like, I've always just had this weird thought of like, no one lives in those houses. They just say, oh look, there's Howard Stern's house, or look, no one ever lives there. It's just like these places that people want to visit because it's like, oh look, Howard Stern's neighborhood.
Well, the thing,
Oh,
and the
like,
thing is, if I buy this house and rent it to you, and was famous, they could say it was my house, and you'd be renting it. You know what I mean? So they can definitely finesse it if you just own the house. It could literally look fucking. Joe Rogan could have fucking sold that house 10 owners ago, and they'd still be like it was Joe Rogan's house. I mean, they're always gonna try and niche onto that. Tell you guys what though, Monday's been our most consistent day for sure. You can find us on Mondays. Steve tends to always be there on a Monday.
Is it there on Mondays? I don't know, man. I don't know about that one. I feel like we've been strong in like the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday category. You know, stronger than
pretty much now every Monday.
Yeah. I mean, I think just last Monday I don't know, man. The last Monday was like Monday. That was like the first 3-day weekend. Wow, man, I felt good. I felt good to get those out the way. Thank you again for Ricky Suave for joining us last Friday. If y'all want to check that one out, episode 42. But
awesome promotion too, Rick. Shout out to you.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah,
that's a great promotion.
Hell of a promotion.
I'm glad
man.
you enjoyed the talk.
Man. Yeah, be great. Glad we'll have you back on eventually, man.
It's funny. It's funny balancing this line.
We're balancing lines already.
Of not being a celebrity.
Are you sure we're a celebrity?
Of sorts. and you're trying to bring these people in when they're your friend. You know? It's always funny when someone's your friend because you just kind of go back to having that friend combo.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? You just go into like, oh, this is how we talk. This is what we talked about. Ha. You would imagine if someone really came on and like, say we really scheduled someone on, it was just like, we could get a nurse on or something like that from John Hopkins that we don't know. I feel like we wouldn't do none of that, right? Like you would just like really try to interview someone, which is weird from us. You know, it's like we really be trying to interview and grill someone.
I mean, I wouldn't say interview is the best thing. Of course, we would just have a conversation. Now, do I have some questions for a nurse? Of course I do. I got a couple of things I'm thinking about. Yeah, there's a couple of things, you know, but it's just like you would just talk to them, you know. I think the best thing is like you don't exactly interview them. You guys just gotta kind of flow through. You know, you get to something and it's just kind of like pull up the next question if you got one. You know, and just stem whatever it is from there.
Right.
I would love to talk to an ER nurse.
That would be awesome.
That'd be dope.
Now I don't know every single podcast in the world though, but I go off of the ones I do know. And the ones like Joe. Like Joe is none of the sorts of a specialist.
No.
But when someone comes in, he does ask them questions as if it was an interview.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Not saying we're trying to emulate that, but like people do go down that path.
Yeah, that interview stuff. Yeah,
and and then you kind of, but he kind of keeps it as a combo too. You know what I mean? Like it's a convo, but you do have these certain things you want to talk about when it comes to people like that because you're bringing that person in to talk about that for a specific reason.
What I've noticed a lot is that like there's usually like especially if it's like an hour, 30-minute, or 2-hour one. a lot of times they'll start off in the beginning getting really into like what they're there to talk about and get the interview questions out the way. And you get past that hour 30 minutes. Usually the last half I see is them just kind of like talking about like they'll be like, oh, where you from? What's your hometown? Blah blah blah. Yeah, boss. Oh, yeah, I'll tell you this crazy time when I was in college studying for my thesis or whatever, and they're just going down these different stories and yeah, they just flow conversationally. It just changes eventually. Like I mean, like you would never have 2 hours of straight like, oh, okay, so how many homicide victims you get at night? Like well, like, what's the you would never go through the whole
I
interview
noticed
ask those
around
questions.
those times, they also usually go back to like what big moment that those people have. So like if a celebrity was on there that had like a outing, let's say, it's usually you have that fun convo as hell. Like I know Joe specifically tries to line up. Like you have kind of a fun convo, and then you get to this point where you're just like, so well, why did people say that about you? Or like, you know what I mean? So why did that happen? Or what was that? Like always try. Like I know he did that with like Roseanne and shit. Like he's like set her up pretty good with that.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's just also having experience in this shit now. Like, what's he been like doing this for like 5, 6, 7 years? I don't know how long he's been doing it, man.
I'm sure that motherfucker got over 1,000 episodes.
Well, he's up to like 1,400 now.
I'm just saying, over 1,000 episodes.
That's ridiculous, I'm sure there's been plenty you couldn't use.
Yeah, but like we said before, like, what if we got paid to do that?
Oh,
if we didn't have to work, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I could do 3 casts a day. Like, I could talk for 3 casts a day.
Especially when you have
5 days
at that point, you got 3 guests coming in a day. You know what I'm saying? You're telling me you could easily talk to 3 new people every day.
For sure.
And then like let's say throughout that week, let's say like out of those like 3 people, like 3 of the nights you have 2 of the people that but they haven't been on for a cast in like what 60 episodes. You know what I'm saying? So I think it'd be easy to do straight up. I mean, like I shouldn't say easy.
Right, not easy, but
of course,
if you were getting
because I mean they do like Joe does read and study for his podcast.
And shit, for sure, but that's also part of his job.
Yeah,
and if you knew, well, my podcast ain't till 1 p.m. tomorrow. Then I got one at 5 and one at 7.
Yeah.
Well, I can stay up to 1 o'clock researching astronomy.
And you have a compound where you have your studio, your gym, your everything there.
Right.
So you just
literally, you got a salt tank, bro. You go there and think about it if you want.
Exactly.
You know what would be cool though is that the fact that we would have each other for a situation like that. It's like we would both be doing research on something. Yeah. So it's like you could double the research almost. Like 100%. You focus on our solar system. I'm gonna focus on everything we've learned in the next closest one.
Like kind of speaking of those compounds, like I went down this like weird YouTube rabbit hole where I was like watching. I just watched 1 or 2 videos. These like I shouldn't even say rabbit hole. Watched 1 or 2 of these like videos of these expensive homes. Like they were like it's like a $25 million home, and they're just breaking down like the bedrooms and like the layout of the house. I'm just like the most unnecessary fucking shit ever. Like who the fuck needs a foyer that you never fucking use? Then you have like
13 bathrooms.
Yeah, exactly. Full bathrooms.
I remember like
car elevator.
Like one time I heard that who the fuck was it, bro? I want to say it was Hugh Hefner. He had a room in his house just for wrapping gifts. And it was just straight up because he had so many rooms, he didn't know what to do with them all. He didn't want them empty.
You literally have specific rooms. Like literally specific rooms.
I'm here to beat my dick.
Yeah, this is the dick beating room, And just a wall of like various lotions and like lubrications and shit.
Oh yeah. No, it's gotta be cooler though. You're rich, so it's gotta be cooler than that. But I like the idea, but like you press a button. You know what I mean? Like the wall flips around or some shit like that. I was thinking go in there, it's just an all white room.
Well, see, I was imagining it's like dark, it's all black room, but like the points where the lubes are, you have very dim lighting them up from like underneath, and it's just like it's like a wall of lubrication.
You go in, it's an all white room, and you say the same joke every time. Like whoever you're showing the room to, just like you look at him with that eye, and you're just like painted it myself.
It's like you
didn't even get it. It sits for a while.
You ever see like those I
got this one too. I'm just like
but you'd have a specific like silk dick beating robe.
I say get it every time too. Get it. Make sure.
But it's like
like you go just real quick so I can describe how I pictured this. Like you walk in there It's just like nothing. You can't tell. You know what I mean? And then it's like a specific square tile on the ground that you press. And this chair comes out the ground, you know what I mean? It reclines right to your perfect spot that you like. And then like you press another button, you got like a 4 tablets that pop up on your left. 2 screens activate. It goes backwards. Something syncs up with a Bluetooth and like
some starts choking you. Like, some starts choking you. Just
oh
like
yeah, fucking belt goes over, bro. And you can like adjust the tightness.
This is what I was imagining. Like you've seen like the classic like room. It's like a sex dungeon. You know, you see like you have like the thing where you strap someone and you can like doggy them all day, whatever. But instead of like it's like that, but it's just for masturbation. So like you have like that one like wooden thing where like you asphyxiate yourself.
Toys. I like
you asphyxiate yourself. No, you're in like this full fucking like wooden like torture looking device. You're like hanging there just like self asphyxiating. You got another one. You're like strapped in and just like you just got like a fleshlight above you. You're just like
you're like a ceiling swing. You're
exactly.
Like a ceiling swing that got you like spread like this or some shit.
Well exactly. You know?
and like
you just
fucking
whips you.
You got like a snap on, snap off type of thing that comes from the top, that just lotions you up from the top,
and you control it all from like strings attached to your fingers. So
yeah,
just like,
what I'm saying, like some type of thing, like
you're strapped in, just like
it's all about the clap. Like claps are different things.
Like,
Johnson and Johnson.
The strings, man. You just pull the string, you just start getting.
I don't want to be attached to all type of strings, though.
Well, see, this is not your masturbation. This is my masturbation room. This is how I picture
my masturbation. Jerk off?
That's what I'm saying. At this point, I'm assuming at this point you have this much money. I have some weird sex shit I'm into. You know what I'm saying? You get money, you get weird with it.
You're into some puppeteer shit, bro.
No, that's what I'm saying. You got the string, you're strapped in. It's a masturbation room, so everything has to be self-automated. You know what I'm saying? So you got
exactly,
the string,
bro.
You got a string, and you're just whipping yourself. You're just like,
why are we? I just don't get the string, bro. I want to be free. I want that, but I want you know, that's easy.
But you're just snapping. This is pretty easy too, bro. You're
saying I'm connected to strings?
No, you just
I got 10 strings.
All you gotta do is just grab it and pull it real quick. It's super easy.
It's so ancient.
It's super easy, bro.
It's so ancient.
Just really snapping. I don't think that's just not efficient. You know, you just like you snap the wrong way. It just like does something you don't want to do. It's just like, well, now I can't jerk off.
I've ruined my method. Like, I've ruined my routine.
This is what I'm saying, bro. Like you're super. Like I'm just saying, you're rich. You're weird with it now. You got money. You get weird with it, bro. You get real weird with it, bro.
Oh yeah, you check the YouTube.
Yeah, straight up, yeah. Look,
but
look, I got you.
Yeah, I was just wondering.
Yeah, look, here we go. We're firing.
I got you. Yeah, I just don't like the idea of that. Maybe my snap idea is not the best neither. But I like something where I just don't have to pull something neither. You know, like can we just sync? That's why I said Bluetooth sync. I want a Bluetooth sync up. Where I'm just like,
you just want Neuralink. This is a Neuralink where you're just thinking about everything going on.
Yeah, I want Neuralink. This.
Ain't no look. Just frying your brain. Just like, oh fuck, bro.
Imagine you're just like.
But yeah, you know, just essentially it's like you'd have that room where you just like you go in, you're just like, all right, this is the room where I have threesomes, you know, and just for some reason right next door to that you just have a library.
Name like a personal room you would have that like would be, you know, for you, like
specific for me.
Yeah.
Specifically,
I like a beat off room.
I have
first of all,
bro, literally
beat off room's pretty good.
I'm thinking I would literally have like it just randomly smashed in the house somewhere. Like let's say you're like on the 3rd floor where all the bedrooms are. You open this one, it's like this like full room botanical garden. You know, like where you have like a lake in there, and it's like you have like a glass, like you have like a greenhouse like roof over top of it, and you just walk in, it's just like, you know,
I like that.
You know,
I like that. No, that's awesome.
Room, you know,
I was kind of picturing something like adventurous like that. I was picturing like if I had like, let's say my house is like 4 stories or something like that. I want to clear out just an aisle of rooms where I can do like a slide or something where I go like right into a foam pit and just jump 4 floors.
I have something obscene. Like every floor, it'd be a half court at least. You know, just got full half court.
Just make a whole floor.
Exactly.
A half, bro. Nobody ever did that.
Just have in your house.
Nobody ever made like this 3rd floor of their house.
I think Shaq has like 3.
No, see, but
courts and
that's what I'm saying. Nobody ever did what we're talking about right now. They have courts, but nobody ever did like you go upstairs. That's your 2nd floor of your home where your bed's at and everything. You go to the 3rd floor. Straight up that floor of your home,
it's just
dog,
the court, bro.
Is a court.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know why. I don't know why I want to do it.
And I would get super crazy. Like I would have like ridiculous like a sound system there, just blaring all day. You're just hooping, just fucking.
Oh yeah, because that's
bumping.
also a rave room.
Well,
that's an event room.
Not only that, but like when you're hooping, I'm just blaring shit, bro. You're just blaring fucking Gucci Man or some shit, just like balling.
It would be so much better.
You know?
I always said that so many times.
Well, like literally, like, bro, like if you have that money, I'm just like, all right, I'm getting a basketball coach, nutritionist, I'm getting personal trainer. My day's gonna be stacked with shit all fucking day. And of course I can do that right now. But I'm just saying, like, you have it stacked.
But you couldn't afford that, really. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, we couldn't afford all that. But
that would be tough.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I can do that all
that would be legit
myself.
Tough.
I can do that all myself, though. You know?
It's weird how
But
how
nutritionist
much,
is just like, would be.
It's just weird, period. Like, how much we can do. Like, there is a point of just, like, you're being lazy. Like, for me, like, I don't feel like a lazy person, but, like, I know I'm a lazy person. You get what I'm saying? Like, I know I can get to anything, but, like, because it's almost like because you don't have to, you just don't. And you got to just, like, every day, you got to consistently remind yourself of, like, your end goal and, like, keep that fire up. Because, like, when you get your spirits low, man, it seems like everything you do is just, like, tough that day. But when you get your spirits high, it seems like everything is easy.
Everything becomes
like when
way
you
easier,
translate your spirits to high, you can almost get to your point where just like, I hate my job, but no matter what, I know in 2 years I'm moving to here or I'm doing this. Like you understand, it's not the best way to go about things in life, but it's a way.
Yeah,
you
right,
understand
right.
I'm gonna embrace this grind so that I got all my ducks in line. I believe that's the saying, ducks aligned.
Ducks in a row, whatever it
ducks
is.
in a row, whatever it is.
Yes,
yes. I think I want stars in line and ducks in a row there. Before I make this move, when you're in good spirits, you can do that. You could say that to yourself, and you're still happy. You're like, yeah, bro. You know what? I'm probably got to work here for another year. You know what I mean? Before I can do this or that,
right.
Or even if it's 6 months or whatever, but you can go, I'm gonna bang this out. Like you want to do that now. But when your spirits are low, you're like, why the fuck am I here? Like, why am I doing that? And that spirit high thing can translate to other things of you just quitting your job that day. You know what I mean? Like that can translate to so many things of you embracing that job, you finding a new job, you getting off of your ass. Like you want to go do it, but then you lose that fire because like you forget it. Like this is me personally talking to myself.
Right, exactly. Yeah, no, I get you.
Because you know, some days I hit you and it's like I'm reminding you of like all these things that are possible and like all these things we can do. And like I'm telling you as much as I'm telling myself pretty much. But then we can also go right back into this flow of things where it's like, oh, well, I just did 2 weeks of work.
Yeah.
And I didn't talk about that at all. I didn't feel that at all. It's like almost every day you wake up, you got to remind yourself right off the fucking jump of why you got up. You know what I mean? Like there's a reason you got up. You didn't don't just, for this is all me talking to myself. Don't treat it like you got up because you had to get up. You did have to get up because someone wanted you to. But you're going to make this work so that one day you get up when you want to, right? Yeah. And you're like, it's hard to just remember that.
Yeah.
And also do that.
See, like for me, it's always been like, I have a plan, you know? Like there's a plan there, you know, there's a plan at play. Every day I wake up and I'm not always like that where you're just like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get it, you know, it's for this.
None of us are, right?
You know? But I mean, like at the end of the day, I feel like I ultimately have a plan laid out before me. Just like, just, you know, it's just kind of like devolving from there, you know, just like not devolving, but like, you know, like just like going through time at that moment, you know, you're just like, it's just all falling in line, you know, as it goes, you know. But I mean, like, you know, you definitely have to wake up with like that fire. But I mean, like, don't think for 1 second that's not there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, just like, you know, never been the one to just like, you know, but like spit that fire, or like even like really be even open and talking about shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, just laying it out before you and whatnot. So I mean, you just got to remember, like, you know, at the end of the day, like, you know, you really are just like doing it for yourself, you know. And I don't know, man. It's just like you just can't let like all that shit just like, you know, crumble down on top of you and crumble your spirits, because, you know, it's just like, you know, people succumb to it every day, but they're just crumbling, man. There's under a lot of pressure, whatever it may be.
And I agree with like what you're saying. I think I agree with everything you said except for just the one part where you're like, you got to remember you're doing it for yourself, which I do agree with. Don't get me wrong, because you are doing it for yourself every day. But I feel like a lot of people crumble because you do go too egotistical with it and you go, I'm doing this for myself, because then you give that you because then you make it possible for yourself to make that choice of, if I don't do it, it only affects me. Right. So that also goes hand in hand with the negative aspect of that. So just real quick, I never liked doing that. I always, yes, you're always like, I'm gonna do this for myself. That's how everything starts. But I like thinking like of what I can do for others if I put myself in this position. Of course, and that inspires me more than what I would put myself into.
Yeah, but like the way I've always kind of like, looked at it is that, like, I can't help people until I can help myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, like,
for sure.
I mean, of course, like, you can break that down whichever way you're like, I mean, of course you can help people throughout your whole road there and whatnot.
No, I got you.
But you have to be able to get make sure you're right and that yourself is right and secure. And then, like, at that moment, like, you can ultimately really make other people secure. It's like you can offer them security in of course, you can always, like, talk to people and, like, be there for them. Like, that's not what I'm saying. Like, it's just like when you need to take care of your when you offer yourself security and you're in a secure position, you can then pass on that security to other people.
For sure, for sure. No, I totally understand. I totally get what you're saying there. Just like in my perspective of it's like, one thing that really bothers me about the world is like that, personally, my personal problem is like that I have these people who, I unconditionally love in so many aspects and different ways and different routes. I love you, you know what I mean? Same on the same level, that I love Kara, I love my nephews, like this, or I love my sister. It's like I have this ultimate love for you guys to the point where it gets me fucking mad that someone has something you don't.
Right.
Like, that bothers me. It's like to the point where I don't even want it. Like, I'm okay, right? I'm okay. I can even decide, and people can even tell me, oh, I don't want that neither. Like, you could be like, I don't want that neither. But like, it bothers me that I don't have the ability to give that to people that I love. Just that ultimate freedom of, instead of me just being able to preach to people, right? Like, you don't got to go work that 9 to 5, being able to really take them out of that 9 to 5. It's like if anything I crave in the world, it would be just that ability. And it's like I want it more for other people than I do myself, just because I understand like how many people that would affect. Like, if I could just make it, I understand how many lives I could change just in the circle of people that I love.
Right.
Between just my nephews, nieces, you guys that I name, like I could change the fate, man. The fate of
100%,
everyone's
100%.
life, It's like maybe that was the fate of their life, blah, blah, blah. But you get what I'm saying of like, having that ability is just like everything.
Oh, man. Yeah, exactly.
It sucks seeing someone have something that, like, even like just the littlest things bother me. Like, say me and you, we went to an event. It bothered me that I didn't have the ability for us to get the VIP. Like, I know like that. I'm not saying it like how like all cheesy like that, but like it bothers me that I haven't established myself enough to go, I want to experience that full experience. Like, you go there, you're like, I want the best that's offered, matter it's overpriced or not. You want the best that's offered,
right?
And having to go and be like, oh, we can get in there. Not trying to be bougie on it, and not even saying you would want the VIP, but having that option of going, if this is what someone I love wants, I can give it to them. Like, I just feel like that would be euphoric, right? Like, that's just euphoric.
Literally, like, I would totally just like it would be given away. Like, everyone would be having a good time. Everyone would be taken care of.
You just tell your nephew, choose what college you want, if you want a college. You know what I mean? Like, that's
exactly,
to give that ability to someone, man, and like, that's crazy, man.
That's what I think. It's like, like
godlike power.
Came across this dude. This is like famous YouTuber, man. Makes a lot of money just off YouTube. It's Mr. Beast, and like what he did was like he gave his brother like $100,000 plus like a bunch of like subscribers, like hella advertisement on his main channel to go subscribe to his little brother, and then $100,000 to start his channel. Like, he hired people for him and shit, and just like put him on to try and just make his own way on YouTube and just make money, like pretty much to where that's like the only thing you got to do is not suck on YouTube.
Right.
And then you can just keep, all your followers
He
and
set
shit,
him up.
Exactly, yeah. With everything you need. All he had to do was just make the content.
That's absolutely awesome, and that's on
know?
a smaller scale, right?
Yeah,
But,
well,
like,
that's on a big scale,
that's
give him
definitely
100,000,
awesome. 100,000.
That's what I'm saying. Give him just go and he was like,
Yeah,
go and
no,
buy shit,
I was just saying only being able to change one person like that, though.
Well, I mean, imagine if you have
could
100,000,
change
just give this somebody, you have the ability to do a lot for people,
Your brother, though? Because I'll hook my brother up.
Oh,
Like, my
yeah,
brother would get a
100%.
close fortune to what I have. I don't even
100.
have a brother, you know what I mean? But
Yeah,
I would
yeah,
like if I had $10 million, bro, you would be a millionaire.
yeah.
You would be a millionaire, Steve.
Yeah,
You would get a flat mill, bro.
Bro, literally,
You're getting a flat mill, dog, at least.
I have it in my head, I'm setting people up, bro. If I get it, people got somebody coming their way. It's as simple as that.
And that would be great if it comes along the lines of how we're talking about it right there, like you win the lotto.
Well, I mean, even if I was able to make that much money.
But what I'm saying is, like, wouldn't it be awesome to be able to, like, you start something, right, that's successful, and then you bring them along to make that kind of money.
Yeah.
Like, they then are part of that process as you make that kind of money.
Yeah.
That would be the best, to have your family and friends.
The way I think about it is if I have a product line or whatever I might do, everyone gets their kind of individual product line where it's like, that's the new product line. It's like that, you get whatever that makes, it's just it's whatever it is, whatever that fucking makes, you make it.
That'd be cool, yeah. Or they can start their own business.
And then exactly whatever it may be. But I'll just be like, oh, there you go. There's a little something for you.
Too, like the thing is, think about Amish life, right? People go back to Amish life.
They come out, they roam, they roam springing or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And they go out and they're like, I'm gonna go back to being Amish, man.
And most of them, I think it's 90%, 80%, something like that. Return.
Yeah,
bro.
wow.
There was a show about it. I don't know if you remember that.
I mean, I remember there being a lot of shows. I watched a lot of shows.
There's a specific one about that, about them going on that. They would go
to Geographic,
New York, something like that. They would go to New York City or something, and then at the end they make their decision.
Yeah,
there
was an MTV show about it, man.
Maybe it was. It was something, but
or True Life, something like that.
I think there's just something too, because you go, that's hard work, right? But there's something to a father working next to his son. You know what I mean? Well, a son working next to his brother, their best friend, that just.
But
but you also understand that you reap the benefits.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's also I think a lot that does for it. A lot. I'll give a lot of the credit is the threat of the exile. Being exiled, you'll be excommunicated. You can't talk to family members. You can't talk with the family. You're on your own at that point. And I think that's hard for a lot of people to do. Just be like, I'm gone from the community. This is what it is. I'm leaving this place, my whole family behind. I think that does for a lot of people as well.
Yeah, that definitely probably is a big thing.
Especially a little brother back home. You're just
I know it's a big thing with the Mormons too.
Yeah.
That was another show.
Yeah.
They were trying to talk Mormons.
They have a whole Reddit for that, bro, where it's ex-Mormons and shit.
I'll tell you what, I heard Utah's nice.
Utah's nice? Utah?
Yeah.
Oh, Utah's apparently really fucking dope, man.
You see that shit that came out about Mitt Romney?
No, what is old Mitt up to now?
He got caught with a fake Twitter, dog.
Did he? Oh yeah, they were talking about that.
It's Pepe Duatro or something. People were saying it's the best name ever.
Yeah.
Pepe Duatro.
Some Spanish names.
The weird thing is it really is something like that. The weird thing is a year ago apparently he had gave these hints about it. So people just followed the hints and they were able to easily follow it.
About what? His ghost
about the Twitter. Yeah, he was we all do it. He's basically he started that right when Trump ran for president. He's we all do it. And he was I only follow 656 people on there. He gave a number, about what he follows and shit. So people were well, we could probably look up people. And he was talking about he follows high celebrities also.
Yeah.
So they just looked up people that were following high celebrities that he also following Mitt Romney relatives.
Yeah.
And they eventually found it. And it's
it's
all this shit, bro, about how good Mitt Romney is.
Yeah,
all this shit about Trump, all this shit about Hillary. It's just so funny to see people doing that.
I imagine it would be. Yeah, I'd always imagine it was pretty common amongst people in Hollywood to do some shit like that.
This seems
because I just think about it. I'm just all right, you always have your phone on, you always have access to that. You just make an account to, especially politicians, just say something good about yourself. You know what I'm saying?
It's just
like
too
that
risky
something
for me though.
I mean, it makes sense if you don't slip up. Simple
It's
as
too
that, you
risky.
know.
For me,
No
I
one
feel
would have
like
found out about Old Mitt if, like, you know,
there should be
they
like
didn't
a
talk about it.
company, like when you become like a high celebrity or politician, somebody comes to you, like, you get a card and it's like private fucking accounts or some shit, and they like will create one for you, and they don't post shit for you,
I'm
but
pretty
like,
sure PR companies do that.
yeah, you get
You
what I'm
know, I'm
saying?
pretty
And
sure
like
people
they
do
just
that, man.
like they share all the shit that's good for you and bad
Yeah,
for them.
I imagine people's publicists do that. You know, I imagine people do that all the time. Yeah, definitely, bro. Makes sense.
It's so funny how
Makes
like probably
sense.
all them high up people that like have done shit, they're all just walking around like now with like their dick in their ass, just like feel like they're gonna get caught any day.
Well, I mean, are you gonna wait to get dick in your ass, or you put your own dick in your ass? I mean,
Nobody's
like,
gonna put
what's
their own dick in
quicker?
their ass.
What's quicker? People will put their own. I mean, Mitt Romney put his own dick in his
No,
ass.
and yeah, of course with that. I'm saying the people that have done Me Too's.
Me
Like in
too.
Hollywood and shit, like they know they've done shit to women. I feel like every
Yeah.
day they're just living like,
Oh,
I hope the day ain't the day that she comes forward.
Yeah, they
I
just
bet
fuck
there's a
themselves.
lot of people like
Just
that.
sweat. They stop making movies. Just like, no.
Like child
I
molesters
don't even
and
want
shit.
name to be out there.
Isn't that weird, right? That all the women came forward, right? That's the thing now, but you don't hear about the kids coming forward.
I think they might get pushed under real hard, type of deal.
Yeah,
Remember,
but
I think wasn't it Corey Feldman? I think it was Corey Feldman. He came
but
out,
he was always so weird, bro. I followed that so fully. He was always so weird about it. Like he always like,
Well,
I'm gonna tell who did it.
If it's true,
It
yeah.
is true. It's
Yeah.
it's definitely true. But
Yeah.
like he was always like, I'm gonna tell who did it, and then he wouldn't tell, and then he'd be like, I can finally tell who did it, and like so he would always beat around the bush, and like
Yeah,
people
I
had
feel
their
you. I feel
guesses
you.
about it, but he would never like directly be like, this person did this to me. So not saying that like that's what someone has to do. I'm not trying to speak for anybody like that, but I'm just saying like that always was the argument against him. Was
Right,
like
true,
you're
true.
kind of always just beating around the bush and never really putting a name on. Like people said Michael Jackson, like that was the number one that I think they were licking to him. But he never would directly say Michael Jackson. He actually came forward at one point and said that he did it, I believe.
That'd be. I mean, like it makes sense if you held him to something like that, but I don't know, man.
But like there was a weird
weird
part. I forget the other guy. He was like what, Corey Feldman, right? And then there's another one that's like Corey Hyde or some shit. They both were on the I believe the Lost Boys together. And it's like they had a show called Corey and Corey. And I remember like
yeah, it sounds familiar.
The one Corey was crying, and he's like, "Where were you when they did that shit to me? You knew about it, and you didn't do nothing."
That video, bro. Yeah.
And then the other Corey Feldman's like, he's like, and what about me? You knew they were doing it to me, and you didn't do nothing. And it's like they pretty much are just like both knew that they were getting sexually molested by directors, agents, actors, whatever it may be.
And neither would do anything about it.
I mean, it's not really on them, but I'm just saying, like, it's acknowledged that both of them are saying somebody came forward. Now, at this point, I know it's probably difficult and it might even be illegal. I don't even know how it goes or what it is, but like, we need somebody to do like how they did to, Cosby and shit, where you just put a name to it. You say this person did this time. I feel like that's that's the first step. We need one person to do that.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's happened, but it's never been like a high case.
I'm sure it's always something like ridiculous, like where you're just like you get sued or some shit. Like I'm pretty sure Bill Cosby sued them to begin with. Or
yeah, he
something
might have, and he might have dropped, but you always get the money back in the end, so you try and survive it.
But like
you could do GoFundMe's and shit.
What happened with Bill Cosby was that like so many people came forward. I think like 30 or 40 people.
Bro, if 10 kids came forward, let's say 10.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
let's say like 10 kids came forward about like Tom Hanks. Sorry, Tom Hanks. But I'm just saying, like somebody famous like that.
Yeah, be clear. We don't know Tom Hanks didn't do anything.
Nah, there's never been anything about that.
Yeah.
But like they could start a GoFundMe. I would donate to that. They can start a GoFundMe and get their lawyer fees paid until they get reimbursed in the end.
I think lawyers have no problems taking those cases.
Yeah, that's true because they know.
Like,
that's true.
They get news coverage. Like we'll get news coverage. Simple as that.
Yeah,
we'll take the case on. Looks pretty strong actually. Like,
that's what we need. We need to wait for hopefully one of these days somebody comes forward and says this person did this, and then that connects to a second person and a third person and so on.
Yeah, it's so weird to like think what like, because I mean like of course I go conspiracy where like. I'm just like, oh, they're either paying them or they're threatening them with death or some shit. They'll kill their family or something. Something crazy. Like something wild. Like, because I mean, like, I do think people are capable of that. I do think there's, institutions out here who are capable of that, or maybe have even done something like that.
Bill Cosby could have got that if it was only a few. He got the money to do something like that.
Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly.
But when 30 came forward, that made it tough.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny when people still question 30 people?
They're all lying.
They're all lying,
like,
dude.
I don't think they're getting any money from this. Like, what are they gonna
No,
get?
dude, they're all in it for money,
You
dude.
know? It's like,
They're
what
all
are
in it. They
what
all want to tell how a old man drugged them and fucked them, bro, for money. Everybody wants to tell that story, bro. 30 people want to tell that story to the world.
I think some people would fall for some money like that. If they were like, look, just say he fucked you in the ass.
It happens all the time. That happens.
You know? But of course, that's not what happened.
That's what happens. That's literally the 1%. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, if you got 100
Just want to be clear, that's not what happened.
one
That's
person.
not what happened at all.
I like the idea that I seen earlier where it was like, if somebody does give a false report, then let's make a false report list. You know, just like you do with rapists and molesters and everything. You make a list for them to be on. If someone has been proven to giving a false report, put them on a list. You know, and make it known.
I think one thing comes with that is that, like, what would constitute being put on a list is, like, let's say you do come forward with something, doesn't stick, he doesn't get convicted. Like, I mean, of course, I mean, like, they would have to find that you are lying on purpose, you know, like,
but that happens.
that type of thing. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, remember that
100%,
Oregon player, NFL player?
Yeah.
I forget his name.
I thought he was out of Oklahoma.
No, it was Oregon. He was like a defensive end or linebacker.
I mean, there's been a couple though. There's been a couple.
But that was like a famous case apparently, you know. So
was that huge dude? Like,
yeah,
ridiculously big.
Yeah,
I forgot about him, bro. I remember that when that picture went viral of him in high school. And he was just fucking like 6'8" beast.
Just like. So I feel like that got proven that lady lied, you know, and he lost out on first round talent basically.
Yeah, because he was like locked up for like 2 years or something like that.
Hey, I don't know about the locking up. I never seen anything about that. I know he was. But I don't know how long
I'm pretty sure there was at least one guy I knew that was like he was in jail for at least 2 years before.
It definitely happens.
Before it got like taken away or whatever. But I mean, like, it's a terrible thing, you know, and you lie about something like that, just like, because I mean, like, no matter if it comes out you're lying or not, I think your future's ruined. Simple as that.
Oh, definitely. I mean, it's just
you come out that they're lying, you're
tough.
done. You're done.
For me, it's always like when one person comes out, they're always like, "Oh, she's probably trying to do it for money." It's like, listen, that might be the case. Let's wait. When 10 people come out, I'm like, you know what I mean? Like that's just like it gets so high. It gets once it gets to like double digits, you're just like, I don't know, bro. Seems like he probably fucked a lot of people. Drugs.
I'm just thinking, I'm like, all right, what would these people get? You're that person that accused Bill Cosby. What are you making? Where could you possibly make money along that line?
Let's just
except with like donations.
I would love to have a guy in here, baby, talk about that. We need you on right now, Gary. That's what we need. We just be like, look, if I gave you $100,000, would you go on national TV on the stand for court, swearing under your Bible, baby,
and say that
say that Bill Cosby fucked you in the ass
and raped you
while you were drugged? Would you say that for $100,000? I would love to see people's answers. I really would love that because that's a questionable one for anyone.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? You're like, what? And I feel like that's high end money.
Right. Yeah.
Nobody's gonna remember the 24th person that Bill Cosby drugged.
Well, let alone
that is not why they're in it.
Let alone so you come on for money. Well, just doing that just to come out and be the first person to say something. You know what I'm saying? Let's say Bill Cosby did fuck Gary in the ass. You know, he's not even getting paid now. He just needs to come out and say something about Bill Cosby to get it out there. Now you could come out for free just for no reason to then say,
so true.
I got fucked in the ass by Bill Cosby.
I never thought about that.
You're on media
when you
every
first say it, you got no idea.
Exactly, and you're not getting paid.
So now if you faked it, you're now hoping that other people just start faking it. Yeah. Now you're really banking on other people.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, it's just like, wow, like, come on, why would you even do that to yourself? You know,
it was kind of weird with how many Trump did have, bro.
What do you mean?
You didn't hear much about it, but there was like 12 sexual assault cases against him, I believe, before, or I don't know if they were currently active.
Oh yeah, you believe it, man. I mean, like, I can't believe people can look past the footage, the video, I mean, the audio. It's just like,
no, it's such a weird one, ain't it?
You can just grab him by the pussy. You know, he literally just said that. You know,
if Obama said that. Bro, Obama would be fucking homeless right now, dog. They would try and take everything from that man.
Oh my god.
Literally,
man.
Bro. He would not be seen as a good family man. They'd be mocking his kids. They would try and take his pensions away. Like,
so another thing that gets me is just like he was literally like on TV and was like, what do you think you and your daughter have in common? It was like, oh, sex. It's like, well, what? Like, it's just, what's the best attribute of your daughter, or whatever? It's like,
remember
oh,
the
her
other
legs.
time when he's like,
So, like some shit like
if
that.
my daughter wasn't my daughter, I'd probably date her.
Yeah, it's like weird.
Weird
come on, like
compliment. I think you were trying to say something good.
Yeah.
I don't think he meant to say that on live TV. He probably was trying to say like his daughter was beautiful, so beautiful he would date someone like that, but he worded it weirdly.
But like you if that was just a one-time thing, sure. But then he's just like, oh, her legs are the best. Or
I never heard that one.
Or that's one, bro. It's like, or
that's fucking weird.
Not even like her legs are the best, but she has great legs. She has a mom's like great legs, like some shit like that. And then he said that what do you guys have in common? Sex. It's like that was literally the thing that he said. It's like, okay.
That's
I'm like,
fact.
okay.
That's fact right there.
I've seen that video. Yeah,
I've seen that video.
I've seen that video, man.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah,
Who that up, right?
He said some weird ones, bro. I have to show you them afterwards. I'm gonna show those up.
That's a fucking.
I'm sure I was just like fake audio.
Even the one where she's sitting on his lap, I was weird out. She's like 20. Remember when he kissed that one like 17-year-old girl on the pageant?
Yeah,
he, like, kisses her.
Yeah, it's very, very awkward.
So
man.
Weird.
And he ran.
He's like as creepy as that.
He ran Miss
that
Teen.
lifted up dude around.
Didn't he do like Miss Teen Universe or something?
He earned that, bro.
He did. Yeah. You're right. Wait, I think he did Miss Teen Universe, like the teenage one, in like Russia. Like he had that one. It might have been the regular one, but I don't know. But I mean, like it's very weird.
Just imagine any politician says that.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't work for Bernie.
No.
Hillary says I grab him by the dick. Doesn't work.
Well, if AOC comes out, you know, they're just like,
everybody's just like,
she's out here sexually assaulting dudes. She's like,
she's bad.
I was like, oh damn,
we gotta go to more AOC rallies, bro.
Exactly. When's she coming to Baltimore, bro?
That's why if you can't accept that there's a double standard, there totally is. Yeah. Not everybody wants to be grabbed by their balls by AOC, but trust me, we're out here.
I definitely want AOC.
I'll take any. I'll literally take any politician woman can grab by the balls. I'm not gonna say to take a rape.
You take Hillary.
Like
Hillary.
Anybody can grab by the balls, bro. I want to say it. I want to have that. Oh, there's video. I ain't even coming forward. I ain't even in it for the money.
You're just like,
I'm in it for the culture.
Like Hillary,
for the culture, bro.
Hillary has my balls.
You skank.
I'm just kidding.
Thought. See a thought.
Hillary skank.
Starts
twerking a little bit.
And then you just look over at Trump and like, that one picture's so great.
Number one meme, bro. It's like
that's
perfect timing.
Yeah.
And then for someone to take that and be like, you know, how do you like your women?
You just know it. You just say it.
You're just like, yeah, man. Weird
Is there
times.
any woman that can't grab you by the balls, like any celebrity that can't just come from just for you to be able to say?
I don't think so, man. I'm trying to think of one. I'm just like,
like Miss
any celebrity woman,
Miss Trunchbull.
Yeah, that's great, bro. It's like,
grab me by the balls,
bro. Miss Trunchbull, bro.
Like, bro, you're right, bro.
Hey, that Miss Trunchbull grab these nuts, bro.
About like that girl Cyborg, still right?
Yeah, you're just like, bro, Cyborg grab my dick, bro.
Oh, you should
that's you're bragging about it. You're like, bro, Cyborg grab my dick.
Cyborg.
Oh, she copped the feel. It's like
she busted a nut.
That's a lot. That's a lot of
she copped
effort.
That's such a funny saying.
That's a lot of effort for Cyborg too. She's got to reach down.
She copped the feel.
She's got to reach down.
Saying I witnessed a sexual assault.
She's reaching down to cop a feel, bro. That's what I'm saying. She's going through some extra effort there. It's like, what's up?
Copped the feel,
bro.
And that's like
she was saying what's up, bro. That's what I'm saying.
People back in the '60s didn't want to be like, yeah, my friend used to grab girls by the ass on the street. It's like, yeah, he used to cop feels. He copped the feel on her. Like, it's pretty. I like that one thing where it said like, it was like Hooters pretty much was seen sexual assault. It was like, this could be a business. That's literally what that is, bro. And it's weird how young they try to get the girls.
Yeah, I think 18. I think Hooters at one point would pay
ID
for your breast augmentation.
Please don't tell me that was ever.
I'm pretty sure that was a thing.
But you got to work there for 5 years.
Yeah, probably just be like, we'll buy you tits.
These are my tits.
We'll buy you
and
tits.
If you quit, I'm taking them with me. Like legally. There was a couple chicks who got their fucking tits pulled out.
I think that might be a thing. You think that might be a thing, bro.
You got your tits repoed?
You sold your tits, bro. You sold them. Just like you do with some like fucking like people like lease rims. Like lease rims on the car. That's what I'm saying. It's just like that, just take them bitches, bro.
Did you ever see that movie? It's called like
you gotta get them to a hospital and drugged. It's a very weird. I don't think that happens.
There's a movie called like Debt Collector or some shit like that. It's about the future and like we just jam out organs now. We create organs, but people like get loans to get them, and if you don't pay, they got straight up come get it from you, bro.
Take your organs?
Yeah, take out your liver, your heart.
They gotta get that shit just pay. It's pretty easy. Easy decision. I'm not gonna borrow. This is like, heart. I can't do that.
You gonna die.
It's
like poverty time, like depression style.
Let's take it back. I mean, it can't be reinserted to nobody.
Bro, they would do that. They're growing them.
They're growing hearts.
It's more about them getting it back.
If they're growing hearts, they can do anything.
It's more about them taking it.
That's weird. They're selling you things.
From what I remember. From what I remember.
That's the future, bro. As soon as you can create organs, you can create eyeballs and shit. You're just gonna be able to sell them. Oh, you want blue eyes?
But you know the number one seller.
Dicks.
You know it.
Like you're just a white dude. You're just a white dude. You have a black dick.
And you were just super small, so you went with like just something ridiculous, like 18.
You're like, oh yeah, we don't have size 12 in white. Like, it's like, we don't have size 12 in white, sir. I'm sorry.
We can't even grow that.
You know how many stem cells that is? Like, how many stem cells that motherfucker is, man? Like,
oh shit!
I just immediately dishes it. I just like, look, you don't even fucking understand. Do you grow dicks? You don't grow dicks. Shut the fuck up.
Why aren't you happy with 12?
Just move you along. Black dick, move along. Go ahead, man. Just move you along. Just go through it because you don't know what to say at this point.
Repose your dick, dog.
Yeah, there you go, man. You get dick repo.
Is there anything you would get?
Is there anything
you would get?
You're a dick repo man.
That'd be awesome.
Didn't pay up, bro.
Give me that dick, bro. Listen, I'll give you an extra day. Let me crack your bitch right now.
See, I'm sorry, man. Like, this is how I imagine it. Is like you literally go with like a car mechanic, like you're cranking up the dick to like on like a platform, and it's like, all right, man. You're just like,
I picture like you gotta hit him with a tranquilizer from long distance.
Thank you for cooperating.
And he just wakes up with his old dick.
Well, people wouldn't know how it goes.
Would you get, dude? Get back your old dick?
Because you still owe me money.
So you get a Kent.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you've cost me time. You're still in debt. You're still going to.
You get a mangina.
No,
is that what you're saying?
I'm saying you're going Ken down. Because I'm not spending extra. I'm not going through special. I'm not paying more money to just like give you something. Like, you're just gonna get Ken down. Just gonna sew you up right there. You'll be Ken down.
How bad is that?
Straight up. And you'll have a scar, and people will know. And you can scissor other people that have the Ken down because you didn't pay for your dick.
Is there anything you're getting?
I'm just a dick businessman, okay? I'm in the dick business. Okay? You gotta be ruthless if you're out here loading out dicks. You're leasing dicks. I know how this business works.
I'd buy a dick from you. So you got the feel.
Yeah, grimy businessman. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I'm going for.
You imagine like that pawn shop dick?
Yeah.
You just go in there. They're like, we can fix up right in the back. We got a nice dick for you. You go back. You're just like. It's like, curved.
They're all in the window in the display, bro. Like getting watered. They're in the display, like.
But those are like dicks you don't get.
Like, you know those classic pawn shop displays.
Never give you those dicks.
Classic pawn shop displays. We got the ears on the edge, and like.
And they put like a ringer. They put like diamonds around.
Someone's coming trying to sell a dick. I gotta get my dick guy down here. I gotta get a measurement on this bad boy. You say it's 6.
Pawn dicks, bro.
Looks 5, bro. Looks 5 to me, man. Like,
pawn dick stars.
How much is it gonna get off that dick, bro?
So this thing is like $400.
And this is the thing: people would pawn their dick and be like, "All right, look, I'll give you $750. I'll hold your dick for 1 month. You don't pay me my $750 with interest. You pay me $1K. I gotta sell your dick off, man, to make money back."
Imagine you go in there and it's like, straight up, you got 3-inch dick. It's like, can't work with this, bro. He's like,
cool, man, $100.
$12, dude. I could do 12.
And you see the people when they get lowball like that, they're just like, "Oh, you're killing me, man." You're killing me, bro.
Can you do 30?
$10 an inch. That's what you want.
12 is my final offer,
bro.
and I'll give you this VCR.
And they're just like, the thing about it. And you can go get a trade of $10 or less.
The saddest thing.
Oh man, bro. Pawn dicks, bro. Pawn dicks.
You end up not even getting your money. You end up buying something else.
We give someone a fucking.
You buy nipples.
We give someone a whole skit right there, bro. It's like, you can buy anything, bro.
You buy nipples,
if you're
bro.
pawning dicks out here, we're out here pawning anything, bro. You know.
And so I want to see like a national study of like how many people actually deny the price. Like, what's the percentage of anything? Not even pawn dick style.
I'm just denying the price straight up.
Pawn stars, just pawn shops. Period. How many people go in there and decline the offer, no matter how low it be?
Bro,
I feel like it's. I think like 90% take whatever they can get.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
I've been to a pawn shop once. I took what I could get.
And like, I'm thinking like literally, what the pawn thing is like, all right, you bring your object here. Let's say I bring my Xbox One, and I'm like, all right, I want $250. You know, I get 1 month to pay it back and get my Xbox back, and I pay like $350. You know, that's usually like the terms. Yeah. Like, all right, we'll give you $250 now. We'll hold the Xbox, and if you don't come back,
it's a loan shark.
Or don't pay, we'll sell your Xbox and make our money back, and then some. You know what I'm saying? Like, so same thing. They'll be like, all right, well then we'll sell your Xbox and make our $300, whatever the case may be. That is such a sketchy business model. Like,
that's the worst.
Super sketchy. It's just like, and bro, like that. You know when a fiend's coming in selling you stolen shit, but you're just like, business.
No problem. We
business.
talked about that.
Yeah, business.
I remember
business
like,
says business.
I can specifically remember. You remember when Xbox, it was Xbox 360, I believe, first came out. They were like $200, weren't they? That's what it was.
I think they were like 200, 250, something like that.
Something like that, right?
They had different models.
I remember
a lot of different models.
I remember my mom couldn't afford one, so for Christmas she got me a Rent-A-Center, like rent to own. That's dope. Bro, it was not dope, bro.
Oh well, Rent-A-Center sucks, but yeah.
You know, this was like, bro, this shit. She was paying $123 a week.
Predatory, yeah.
For like, it was like a 10-week contract, yo. She was gonna pay like 30 times what that Xbox was worth. Like literally an insane amount. I remember literally.
Rent-A-Center, yeah, Rent-A-Center.
Played that bitch for like 2 days, yo.
Rent-A-Center and errands, bro.
I remember. She told me, she was like, yeah, I should be able to pay the 123 this week. I'm like, I did that. You know that Nick Young meme? It's like 123. I was like, you ain't gotta do that. I remember I told her right away. I'm like, cancel that shit.
Yeah.
I know that the taxes are coming. You know what I mean? Yeah. No matter what, save up.
Put $10 away for 20 weeks.
That's hella games. You know what I mean? That's hella games. If anything, you could probably make a bunch of games with it.
You could, if you took the same amount of time, you could have bought 4 Xboxes.
Yeah, exactly.
All my friends' Xboxes.
I remember just like after that first week, I'm like, just take.
I'll tell you about it right now. No Rent-A-Center bullshit. No.
I think they got better, bro. But like at that time, they were fucking harsh.
Yeah. No, those contracts, man, they're fucking predatory, bro.
What game were you most excited ever for in your life?
Oh, let me think. So, I think when I got my GameCube, no, my N64, I was definitely really excited. My N64, I was excited as fuck when I got like that GoldenEye 007 because like I got it so late. That and Pokemon Stadium, like I was so fucking ecstatic for that shit. Since then, I mean, probably like World of Warcraft, and that's probably been like pinnacle of my excitement for a game experience.
Yeah, it's funny how it's just that certain game you remember, ain't it?
Yeah.
You remember which one it was, though?
Yeah.
For me, I remember it was 50 Cent Bulletproof, bro.
Bro, oh, see, yeah, there's a classic, bro. Dog. There's a fucking classic, man.
Yeah, I remember it was like it was honestly the worst Christmas that I ever had. I always had, average Christmas, pretty good Christmas. I couldn't complain.
Yeah.
It was a bad one. It was the worst one I ever had, but I still was happy as shit, bro. I remember I got a football and 50 Cent Bulletproof, dog. And like, I was good.
50 Cent Bulletproof?
I was good, bro.
It was such a good fucking game.
Slept on.
Bro.
Slept on. 50
I remember
Cent
I had it, yo.
Bulletproof,
I played that game a lot, man.
Was the shit.
I played it on every difficulty.
Yeah, it was the shit, dog. All the shit you could do, the shit they would say.
The fucking gameplay. Straight up.
Yeah,
it was like different settings.
Awesome, man.
Like
I remember just being so happy. It was
they
like
do it too.
it was the least amount of shit I ever got. It's the happiest I ever remember being.
Yeah.
There is a picture of like when I was a kid. I can faintly remember like wanting these Batman and Robin walkie-talkies, and like they got a picture of me opening it up. I'm really happy then, but I don't remember that much. I want the 50 Cent Bulletproof. But like that was pretty sweet though.
50
Straight
Cent
up, bro. It was like these. It's funny like looking back at that old picture. It's just these big ass heads. They're walkie-talkie, but the Batman and Robin heads are this big.
Oh, I'll see a GIF I got like, for.
Yo,
I remember I got the 2 laser tag guns, but this was the ones with the goggles that like connect with like the thing. You know, then you could shoot the gun at each other, and like the gun would like time out because you actually got shot. It could register you got shot and shit. That one was like, fuck yeah, I'm ready to play some real guns, man.
Problem with those ones was they still had the early default where the sun could set it off.
Yeah.
The sun could shoot you.
Yeah.
If you were facing the sun with your back,
and
you'd be like, get your ass.
Yep.
Bro. You're just
yeah,
like,
definitely, man.
how? Japanese anime, how?
There's no one here.
Yeah.
No one around you. It's like,
I'm underneath a van.
What the fuck? What is going on? It's like, but yeah. I mean, like, still, man, just playing in the house. You know?
Yeah, I remember having a couple people. You remember back when we used to have BB gun wars? When I had them BB guns?
Yeah,
that used to be BB so guns, fun, wasn't it?
That was fun, but like, I still remember the night I got like shot in the neck twice. It was like, God damn it, bro.
I'm so sorry about that, bro.
Tagged to the neck.
I remember that so clear.
Yeah, I'm sure you did because you shot me in the neck twice.
I'm so sorry, bro, but I was so far away, you know? Like it was at the Shiny.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
and it was like I feel like that was like 40
No,
yards.
you had. I think you had the pistol at one point.
That when I hit you, that was with the Shotty, bro. Trust me, I remember it clear.
Well, the second time you hit me with the pistol, I remember that.
I did it, bro. I'm telling you, that might have been a different time I shot you, but I remember this so clear,
like, bro. It's like my neck was tagged
up. It was right there, and it was like, bro, I swear, I felt like it was like at least 30, if not 40 yards.
Yeah.
And I remember I aimed at you, and it's just like you kind of feel like you're not gonna hit.
Yeah.
And you were like, oh, you're hit me in the neck. And I was like, I thought you were joking.
No,
bro.
I was like, no.
And like, I
wouldn't have said nothing until like.
But the thing was, it wasn't like I held it there again and cocked it and shot. I literally had it down geeking. Then I cocked it and shot it like it just hit you in the neck again. I'm just
like straight up.
I guess I really did. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, like those BB guns were fucking legit, yo. Like they were fun still, you know.
No, we used to do guys running in the neighborhood. You had to take a shot in the back.
I remember like that's what like
that was the worst.
I remember like when we were outside playing for real. Like, that was when like the heights was still really sketchy, man. Like you know, so I remember like we had like a couple people walk down the alley. I remember like we were like, yo, let's go, man. This guy's weird. Like you know, just like and that was you telling us. I was like, all right, let's go, man. Let's get the fuck out of here. Yeah. All right, you know, let's get the fuck over this. Like, didn't someone chase us that night? I think I remember someone
I feel like we did get chased before.
I remember because I specifically broke the BB Uzi.
Yeah.
I remember throwing it over the fence and jumping the fence to get in your house.
Right, I remember that.
You know, so that I don't know I forgot what happened.
What happened too, but I do remember that.
I remember because we eventually went out back. And remember we were like the Uzi doesn't work. All right, we had the other 2 guns. We're just looking out back. It's like, you know, you're gonna be coming here. It's like
I remember like the first time I got. It's funny how life teaches you these lessons, man. But first time I got a BB gun, I bought one with my uncle, and we used to go out back and shoot beer cans.
Right.
And I used to always go out there with him. And then one day he wasn't there, and I decided to go out alone. And like as I was walking out, my mom was doing dishes, and I remember she was like, "Be careful with that; you get shot in the eye." Like Christmas Story style, bro. I don't know if you've seen Christmas Story, right?
I don't know. Probably not.
You never seen the famous Christmas Story about where the kid licks the pole and his tongue gets stuck?
Oh, okay, yeah. It's the names, bro.
That's what it's called?
Right.
I believe so.
I don't know, man.
But I got that. So I'm like, I never had a problem with that. You know what I mean? It used to never be a problem. So I put it over top of the fucking metal piece like I always did. My first shot, bro, came right back, smacked me right here with a metal BB. Yeah, dog.
That close, man. Did you feel it? Did it hurt?
Oh, it dropped me, bro. It dropped me. I was literally as I was hitting the ground, I was already saying thank you to whatever was above me.
Exactly, man.
I knew it hit me right there. I was just like, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I swear I won't do that again.
Yeah.
The problem was, my uncle used to always set it up, and me just being a dumbass kid, not thinking about the little things. He used to always set it on like top of the metal. You know, you got them spikes in your fence. He would sit it on top of that. I sat it on that like a bottle. You know,
right, exactly.
On top of that. It shot right through, hit the metal, came right back.
Exactly.
Like
right.
when we were hitting the cans, it was going through.
Yep, and just came right back at you and barely caught you.
Yeah, and just like, oh, thank you, Lord.
You remember, like, when I was like growing up, like, maybe my sister would fight all the fucking time. I got poked in the eye like 3 separate occasions, Joe, where I had like a complete eye patch, just like this. Like,
it was that bad.
yeah, I was like, I'm just thinking about like I still have good vision, you know.
Like
I
you
still have
couldn't see
good
out of
vision.
it.
I mean, it was like cut or some shit, like just from getting like, cause we would fight hard, and she would just, like, I remember just like her just like jamming and shit, and then it's like
She
being
would
like,
do that on purpose.
no, it was just like we'd be fighting, you know. It was just like
It happened 3 times. Those to you.
exactly. You know, I don't want to put it out there. I want to put the accusations. I want to lay them out there. But
3 times.
but just thankful that, like,
she
you know,
was a high
that's
and son of a
good.
bitch.
You know, that's all right. You know, so I mean, like, that's the thing, man.
Don't play with your eyes, boy.
Yeah, exactly, man. I remember that's one thing that, like, my grandma always told me is like, don't ever play with your fucking eyes. Like, you know, don't ever play ears, eyes. Leave that shit alone.
Yeah.
You know, don't be fucking with them. It's like, yeah, okay, yeah, you got it, and it only takes you a couple of times to be like, you know,
I hear you,
your eye out this
grandmama.
bitch. Yeah,
Grandma.
it's different when old people tell you. You're like, oh man, this is.
It's funny
they
how
really
much
drive
shit
it home.
You
They
thought
really
they
drive
were
it
lying
home.
about though.
Yeah,
Like so many things, you're just like, yeah. And then as you get older, you're just like, you gotta fucking turn that light off when you leave the room. Why'd you leave that light on, bro?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I gotta put that shit out.
You gotta legit pay for as long as that light's on.
Yeah. So I'm becoming aware of that shit. It's like, hold up, man, cut that water. I don't need water the whole time. It's like, hold up.
I'm finna switch this to cold.
Yeah.
Anything.
Just don't even let it run that long.
Yeah, but anything. You know what I mean? Just any little tiny thing.
So I'm gonna let that shit sit a little bit till I got pee again. And I'll flush.
Bro.
Go to extremes.
I'll tell you what. I went to a little house party Saturday. And
Okay.
yeah, I hit the turned horrible. But I hit the bathroom. I go in the bathroom. As soon as I go in there, someone shit in the toilet, bro. I didn't flush it. And now I'm just like, I'm in the worst position you could be in as a person. Because you're like, well, everyone knows I went in the bathroom.
Yeah.
So now I'm the last person that went in the bathroom. So now if I leave and this shit's in here, I either got to go out there and be like, yo, who's shitting here and didn't clean it up?
Or leave.
I got to be the guy
that
left that shit in there.
Right.
But then you're like, okay, so I'm going to flush it. But then you're worried because
why
didn't they flush it, right? You're like, why didn't they flush it? They just left it like that in the middle of the party. It's highly unlikely, you know?
And if it doesn't flush, you're not plunging this shit.
Bro, what if it overflows?
Exactly.
You're a nightmare.
Exactly, man.
I'll leave the party.
I'm just going out there like, who the fuck shit in here? Overflowing the toilet.
What would you have really done?
I mean, like, I'm probably just dipping, like, literally straight up and just leaving. Probably, you know?
You're just leaving the bathroom?
I'm just leaving the party.
It's out. It's like, you know what? Y'all shit in the toilets.
It's like, okay, overflowing toilets, this is not good. This is not a good place for me to be right now.
No. I was saying in my situation. Not overflowing.
Oh, well,
you walk in,
it's like,
you got shit in the toilet.
I'm probably just leaving, just being like, someone, I don't know who the fuck shit in there, but I'm just done. I'm not going in there. And just like moving on. Or you just pee on top and be like, I don't know who the fuck did that, but like, I'm whatever.
That was what I was initially gonna do.
Like,
and I was like, you know
whatever,
what?
man.
I'm not even gonna go out there and try and sell people.
That's not your
shit.
I
didn't shit in
That's
there.
my thing, exactly.
So I was like, I'm just gonna try and flush it. Thank God the flush was successful.
And that guy, man. Whoever the fuck shit there.
That
guy, girl. Whoever the fuck shit. Bro. Toilet. Flush your fucking shit.
People, yeah, seriously. People were disrespecting this dude's house like crazy, man. Like, I could not believe it.
Give a fuck.
Bro, it's insane, though. But the thing is, like, I've did some shit at people's houses that I ain't proud of. But I've never been the guy to just straight up, like, make a mess.
And go out your way to do that. Exactly, man.
Like, I can't lie. I grabbed some snacks out of somebody's cabinet before. I've never like, stole anything expensive from somebody's home, ever. Yeah.
But, like, you got some gummies laying out. I'm going to grab a pack.
I just remember there was, like, that point where, like, me, Kurt, Jeff, and Mario, we'd be, like, at a house party. We'd be by the kitchen and just, like, people would leave and just be like, fridging cabinets. And just straight up look for all the snacks. Just bring the snacks out to the party, dog, every time. Like, so it became a thing.
What's the best thing you found?
Oh, dog, I mean, it's all about what we cracked, you know what I mean? Like, if there's, like, pictures on Facebook of, like, probably our best time. I hate to put names out there, but I remember it was on Muffman's. The girl that was at our party at Tyler's.
Yeah.
That Tyler dad. It was that same girl later in life. Ain't that crazy?
Yep. There you go. Come back around.
I remember we were in there and like
remember.
There was a fight outside.
Of course.
And
not complete.
Me, Mario, Jeff, and Kurt just stayed inside. And we're just like, fridge cabinets. And we started going there. So we took the ice cream, and
Nice.
we
Nice, good
found ice cream cones with it.
Good find. So it's like, were they like prepackaged ice cream cones, like the drumsticks? Or
No, like ice cream cones and then ice cream,
gotcha,
right?
okay, yeah.
So at this point, like, we had to steal a spoon. You know what I mean?
There you go.
We've got a couple other things, but I just specifically remember I got the picture. We're like, we're dipping out. We just went to the fucking car.
Ice cream cones.
We did like a little drunk scrap there, a little friendly, just like, bet. Just like, just fucking each other. Then we got in there and made ice cream cones, and we just like took a picture of like making all these. We all had like ice cream cones, so it's just like a famous one.
That's hilarious, man.
Yeah, man. So it's not like it was wrong. I don't want to. Of course, you wouldn't want somebody going through your fridge and cabinets now, knowing you're an adult. Yeah. But like, it was kind of like joking.
There was that video that circulated around where like the girl had chocolate milk, and dude comes over and is like, whose chocolate milk is that? And she's like, I don't know, I just went in the fridge. He's like, why the fuck would you go in someone's fridge?
That was a video?
Yeah, that was a video. And she was like, oh, well, I didn't know. He's like, what do you mean you didn't know? You don't come to a party and go in someone's fridge and get some fucking chocolate milk.
Seriously.
Yeah, it was his at the house party apparently. So he's just like,
that's seriously.
Like,
he's mad about that chocolate milk.
He's like, what the fuck? It's about respect. Like, like,
yeah, that is just weird.
And it's like, there you go, man. That's how you do it. Call him out. You know.
Who do you think you are?
Yeah,
especially my chocolate. It's one for you to go in there and like find a water.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, you need a water?
You
okay.
Got my chocolate milk.
Don't grab my chocolate milk.
You grab the chocolate milk. Like, what are you doing?
Don't grab any snacks without my permission.
Exactly. You know.
Don't grab anything besides water. Honestly,
exactly.
Don't think about it. Don't grab anything but water.
Yeah. But
because even if like, what if somebody kid you like, oh, I put a pizza in the oven? You're just like, who wants pizza? Not this guy, Dracula.
Like, and those are like your $13 like California pizza kitchen, like, you know, pizzas that you bought from Wegmans.
You're pissed.
Yeah, you're just like, I'll go there once a month. Like, it's that. It's like, oh, duh. You got to grab them.
But I've never like stole a laptop or a phone or no shit like that at all.
I can't even say I've taken snacks. You know, I haven't taken anything. I think I may have taken like a hat, like drunkenly just walk out with someone's hat. You know, if
I'll tell you what, you've took you some of the bitch a hell of a lot of letters.
Yeah, I've got a couple letters.
The letter comes your way, it's gone.
Yeah, but it's never intentional. That's the thing.
Yeah, it gets to the point where it kind of seems intentional.
Well, 100%. I'll tell you right now.
10 letters in your pocket.
100%. You know, 100%. It's not intentional because it's just like
I didn't mean to carry these 13 letters in my pocket.
And a lot of times I'll be like, you know, it's like, here, you like people give me like, all right, I like that, and I like that, and it'll just be like, you just walk away. I just got like half a blunt, just like, all right, pass this around, put the lighter in my pocket, and just go on, just subconsciously. You know, just like, oh, like, what am I gonna hold in my hand? I'll just hold on to it. I'll give it
You're
back.
probably the worst lighter thief of all time. You were Reek.
I'm out. It's just,
you're out there. You're out there.
Well, you know,
mine's
better. Unintentional.
The older you get, the better you get.
Mine's unintentional. That's all it is. You know, it really is. I never have the intent to steal lighters. I'm not a lighter thief.
But you go into people's crib, bro, and you're out there literally running people's shit. Like, it's see, that's next level shit. I wasn't even talking about that. Like, I don't think they were stealing from his house. It was just straight up like, you take a Jello shooter and don't throw it away.
Yeah, you leave it right there.
You spill beer and like people think like, oh, I'm just gonna wipe this up for a second. That's good. Like I'm gonna get back to my Pong game.
Yeah, one paper towel.
Clean that shit the fuck up properly.
Yeah, one paper towel.
You need to put some water there or some, for me, glass cleaner on there. You're gonna put something on there to get that stain away too.
To get the sugar or whatever might be in there. That shit like beer. I mean, of course it stinks. And if you're leaving it wet, it's just gonna dry up and be sticky still, you know.
And I've also just learned that, like, as a host of a party, I've hosted a few, you know, nothing too big, but I host a couple. You kind of can see when someone's getting too drunk. It's fun, you know, for everyone else for that drunk person to go fully drunk.
But you don't want to clean throw up.
You don't want to deal with a drunk person.
I don't even want to clean my own throw up.
When somebody's blacked out, you're just like, this is hard.
Like, if I miss my like something and throw up somewhere in my house, I'm just like, you just got to clean it up yourself. Like, I don't want to clean up my own throw up.
It's horrible.
Let alone someone else's throw up. That's just gonna make me fucked up because I'm already drinking fucking heavy. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Get your life together. Go find a bathroom. There's 3 trash cans down here. What are you doing?
Man, I've had people throw up in my bathroom and be horrible.
Yeah, people would get sloppy.
Horrible,
man.
bro. It's like throw up all on the side of the toilet.
Just won't take care of themselves.
Put your fucking head in the toilet and throw up.
Yeah.
The fuck.
Simple as that. You know, simple as that. But I mean, I've been guilty of some shit. Or I've been sloppy and just thrown up somewhere and just been like not able to clean it up or whatever. You know?
Definitely have experienced that with you, but I've never seen you miss the toilet. I don't know about that, but
if I make it, I usually am trying like if I throw up anywhere because I'm really fucking gone at that point. You know,
it's the worst feeling.
You know,
it's the worst feeling.
I just remember being in that basement that one day, just standing up trying to go and walk somewhere. As soon as you stop, I'm just like, no, it's just all out.
It's so
hell out.
funny when like you first experience like not being able to walk.
And of course, in that basement, I was like, "Fuck it," I was like, "Whatever, I'm out." Like, I
Like
don't
that
care.
time at that New Year's party where you guys had to save my life.
Oh yeah, remember where you ducked behind the bushes?
Like that time, bro, I never had my head slammed harder. Like in my life, that's still the drunkest I've ever been in my life, and I've blacked out.
Yeah.
And the thing was, it's the drunkest I've ever been in my life because I never felt that feeling in my brain before. Where I remember you guys literally basically had to carry me out to the front steps, and then you guys let me go. Like when we got off the steps, as soon as you guys let me go, like literally, it was the movies style, bro. In my brain, the whole entire world, dog, went like this real quick. It slammed this way, bam, bam, and I went down. I've never had that happen since then in my life.
Literally, like there was one point where you're just laying there, like you're on your knees, and you're just laying there, bro. I remember we moved you back. We made you crawl behind a bush. Then when nobody just like seeing you looking like all fucked up, and just waiting for Chrissy to come, bro.
So horrible, bro. Just so horrible.
It was good you had someone pick you up because there was no way anyone was getting you home.
No, hell no.
You were just like
that was literally the worst part about. I wish I would have blacked out. You know what I mean?
Like the worst part, I was
conscious the whole time, bro.
Yeah,
throwing up that stomach acid and shit, and like.
That's the worst.
No,
that's the worst.
I specifically remember that so much because what I'm explaining is like the way that my head felt on those first two steps when you guys like it's like somebody hit me. It was literally like somebody hit me with a sledgehammer, like bank,
got rocked,
and I got dropped to the ground and could not walk.
You got rocked, bro. As simple as that, man.
I've been blacked out drunk and been able to walk.
Excuse me, sorry about that.
That was just I remember like that was just like so embarrassing.
See, like when
there's so many people I knew. I remember I brought you. I believe I brought you guys to that party. It was a lot of Dundalk people. And
well, I remember we all bopped like 10 deep, hella far to this party.
Yeah, but remember
we all linked up and like bopped through Dundalk.
Remember my boy, shout out to James Rudd, was the bartender there.
Yeah,
remember that?
Bro.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Pouring us that big ass drink.
I remember that. I remember it was like 2 times. I was like, I handed him like some Sky vodka. I was like, "Can you make something with this?"
And just mixing anything. I remember I was literally like, bless you. I was out front of the bathroom, listening to someone throw up, and I'm just like waiting to get in there to throw up. And then once they come out, I go in. I start throwing up. I got the door locked. 5 times they asked me like, "You coming? What's up?" I'm just like, 1 minute.
I remember as soon as that happened, my bad. So I remember as soon as that happened, like I remember like I forgot who came over, but someone came over and was like, "I'm like in the bathroom getting sick." And I was like, shit," just like because I was pretty drunk, but I wasn't like I paced myself because I just remember walking really far to this place, and I was right because we were all the way out like
it wasn't
like
that far.
We were at Halliburton, like past like down by like that McDonald's, like near St. Helena.
Yeah,
it's a decent walk though. I remember, but like we walked a very long way to get there.
Yeah.
We took a
I
very.
feel like we bopped the Eastwood, then came down.
I remember as soon as we came out from that area and I knew where we were at.
Walking.
I was just like, we took the longest way here. You know, we took the longest way here.
Yeah, for sure.
I just remember walking home on the train tracks. I think I was Tyler. Yeah, we're walking on the train tracks.
Be like, it's funny. Like, I hope like my nephews get that same feeling of like. It was cool, like the first time we threw our own little party, quote unquote. Yeah. But like the first time we all got together to really like go to a party.
We started a party.
That might have been it.
Where the party's at, man?
Yeah. And like we all linked up and like we went to a party. It was like it might have been Luisito.
His parties were the biggest. They were the bangers.
I think that might have been our first one together. Me, you, and Neb.
Yeah. Yep.
I think that was our first one.
We met out at Patterson Park.
A couple different ones, but
bro, I was not good that night either, man. That was not a good night for me.
Yeah. We ran that night before.
Yeah, exactly, man. Not a good night for me. Yeah, not a good night for me. But I remember coming to get you, and that was like one of the best. Like I remember that I felt so good because I was all like wavy and shit. Like I was just like, I'm fucked up, and I was just going. As soon as we linked up with you, we were like, bro, like literally, it's a fucking banger. This party. It's got music. There's people here. I remember fucking banger. We had Coronas. I remember
you guys telling me that and like me not believing it. And then when I
met up, Coronas. Like
when I met up with you and like you telling me that, I'm just like. Felt like SpongeBob or something, I'm just like,
yeah,
it's a banger.
Yeah,
like I had been to some house parties, but you ain't been to a banger like that.
That one house was empty, just straight up music and a
levels
bar.
of bumping, bro. A bar.
They were serving drinks there.
Yeah, that might have been our first one together, dog.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That
was a good one, man.
Been it.
Well, New Year's one. Yeah, that was the first one.
Was that the first one? Again, well, it's just like the fact of like we're all so young. Like, even at that party, like, we're 15, 16
Yeah.
years old.
Yep.
And we're at a spot with an open bar that you can buy.
We're in the middle of
Not open bar,
Dundalk,
but
16 years old with like 6 heads, drunk as shit, 2 in the morning. We just watched the ball drop. We're fucked up.
historic.
You know, just
It's a
like
historic
and
event.
we're bopping back that night. You know,
Could you
just like
imagine, like,
and that was a great house
could
party.
you imagine if it comes to a point? That was another great one.
Yeah, it was
I'd
a
like to,
great
like,
house party.
some great house
Shout out
parties.
David Calandro's party. That was David Calandro's.
What was that
party.
David
Yeah,
Calandro? Shout out David Calandro for that.
Shout out David Calandro, great party, man. You have a party that's cemented in our childhood right there. You know, it's like straight up.
It's just
Oh,
something
man.
about that. Like, what I was about to say was like, imagine if there was a day where you didn't talk to anyone that you went to that party with. Like, wouldn't that just be so weird?
And you talk to none of them. Yeah.
You know, you're just like, you've got this memory in your head.
Yeah, at this point, you're just
That you're always trying to tell other people. Yeah, you're like, oh, this one night.
Me and my friends, you know, it's like, are you guys still friends? No.
I've seen him in a while. No,
Not anymore.
I don't talk to him.
Not anymore. It's like, that'd be sad, man. Real
Yeah,
sad,
that'd
man.
be sad, wouldn't it?
Real sad, because like one thing I've always told people, I've always prided myself on and loved that everyone I speak to doesn't have, is childhood friends, man.
It's
childhood
so
friends.
sad seeing that one quote they always got on Facebook now, and it's like,
yeah.
And one day we all went out to play for the
last
last time,
yeah.
and no one knew.
And I try to think what that last time was. I don't know, man.
Well, it's different for different people,
Yeah.
right? You got like last time I was with this person.
Yeah, I'm thinking like the last time we played like hide and go seek tag like behind the portables or some shit. Like when we were real young. Like that was like 12.
That wasn't that young.
Yeah.
We're still playing that, like
I think
14.
but I think we were like
Remember when I
12
bought
and shit,
Kyrie?
you know? Yeah.
I think that was 12.
14, 15, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
we used to play a little hide and go seek every
Yeah.
once in a while. It was fun.
Yeah, it was
fun.
fun.
Stop playing time.
But we would link up, and that's how eventually we were just like, guess what, party?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Eventually it becomes that, but
Yeah.
there's something to that, bro. Like that super bad type of thing, right? Like,
that's what I think is weird. We were 15, 16, and we were like, all right, we gotta get some liquor. All right, what are we getting now? We got some we got big ass things of Absolute.
The thing is, at that party we didn't
and
bring
Jack
nothing.
Daniels.
None of us brought nothing.
We all got drunk before there, though.
Yeah, we all was drinking, but we brought nothing. We
Yeah.
heard there was a bar. And
We had weed with us.
That was it.
Yeah.
We always got weed.
Wait, what do you
That's standard. All right.
Right, they had a full service bar that they told us about. We were like,
I didn't know it was gonna be open bar.
Exactly
How
what
did
they
you do
said.
with that?
Well, they said open bar, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, shout out this guy. Yeah, exactly. I was reading it, man. It was a little late, but whatever. It was open bar. Not only that, but it was full service. It was like mixed up cocktail bartenders.
Yeah,
like,
that's such a. I feel like that don't happen like that nowadays. Maybe we're out of it, but I feel like it's just less and less likely. Like, cops are a lot stricter. Seems like neighbors are a lot stricter. They've been in the right spots, I guess.
Well, I think people still find some way to do some shit like that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Remember just reaching so hard sometimes. Like there was one time, bro. Like I remember you weren't there at this one, but it was like we got like 7 of us together, and we like found like a ride. It was like a 45-minute ride to the middle of nowhere.
Was it in that sedan, that packed ass like sedan, like station wagon?
I don't think so.
No. There's another one where I remember like you got. Well,
that was a
minivan. Go ahead.
But in this one it was past the woods. It was the time I don't think you were there.
No, that wasn't.
Yeah.
No,
but we were supposed to there's supposed to be this big ass party in just the middle of the woods, like, and it's like hard to get directions from the Facebook thing. It's like go to railroad tracks and go 3 steps, or some shit like that. Like go 30 feet, then left, and that's where we're gonna have the center at, and some shit. And I remember just like as we're coming up, after we just traveled 45 fucking minutes, we've walked like 25 minutes. Everyone just starts running. Like there's like 35, 40 people just go running around in a circle, and we're just like, huh? So we go right in the woods, and we're just sitting there forever trying to figure out if this party is still gonna happen or not. We're just in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's like, what are we doing?
But you saw people though, right?
Yeah, we seen people, but the party was over. The cops had came, but we didn't see all that.
Right.
So we're on the outside, like, are people getting back together? Like, where's this young ass losers, bro?
I remember there was one time. Like, I remember like we were all going, like we had a ride set for the party. We were gonna go, but when they pulled up, it was already cramped, and it was like a station wagon, a sedan. So like I remember like y'all were in the trunk and everything. I was like, I'm not getting in there. Y'all like, come on. Like, nah, whatever. I'm going home. I remember like, later that night linking up with Nabby and Tyler again. They were just like, yeah, but tires went fucking flat in the back because there were so many people crowded in there, man.
I do remember
and we were
that.
trying to get there. It was a flat tire.
We blew it flat out front of both farms.
Yeah, I remember that. I was gonna go. I was just like, nah.
We're gonna definitely.
I don't be in there.
I don't think it was that. I think it was just because it was a donut, but it might have been the weight.
I mean, I think there was a lot of extra weight, and I'm thinking like,
but if you have a donut on it,
if you also got like 1 ton of people in the car, because you think
y'all easily had
like 7 or 8 people in that car, man.
Yeah, that's still not 1 ton. Not everybody even weighed 150 pounds. Not everybody definitely weighed 200.
I'm saying like 100 pounds. Yeah, you're up there. You're up there with 8
a ton.
At 100 people,
half a ton.
8 people at 100 pounds apiece. You're at 800 pounds, which is only 200 more than a ton to a ton. But still, that's a lot of fucking people. That's more weight than I'm sure that what's supposed to be in that car. Supposed to have.
You gotta really talk shit about that sedan right now. That's American classic, okay? And that thing can hug.
I'm gonna talk.
All right.
Apparently not, because it dropped your asses not off at the party.
That was the donut.
That was the donut. That was a full wheel.
I've literally seen people hook up hitches to them.
Oh, don't station wagon.
On a station wagon, bro.
I could get a hitch on my Civic. It's nothing. That's your standards.
That's
your standard control trailer.
She handles.
I think you're definitely.
That Civic will be done.
Nah,
man. That Civic will be done.
This is a 4. This is
2 years.
VTEC.
2 years to replace the brakes 6 times.
VTEC cylinder, bro. We're good. We're out this bitch. We all right. That's Civic,
you in that sedan. You got straight up. You ain't working with no disc brakes, brother.
I ain't no bitch ass sedan, bro. You do with air brakes?
You ain't working with.
Yeah, air brakes with that bitch, bro.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, air brakes.
Old style. Bro.
Hydraulic brakes, bro.
You gotta put something between the wheel shaft manually. That's how old that bitch is, bro. That bitch. Oh wait, this bitch tough. All right, this bitch. I seen like a headline from this news station that was like, this kid. It might have been a troll, but this kid stole his dad's Mustang, stole $500, and went and doubled the money up in a street race with like his buddy.
Oh shit!
Him and his buddy both basically did it.
What came back? What do you do with that? What do you do with the son? What do you do that? It's your son. What do you do?
You take the 750 and you give him 250 and you say never do that again. Damn, that's badass, kid.
Yeah, exactly. This is like, you won me $750. Great job.
I was talking to Chess the other day about like that time, like say you see that kid.
Well, most of the time I'm trying to think, what sorry ass car did you beat that Mustang? Just saying. That you beat it.
Hey, classic Mustang.
Was that classic? Was it classic?
Classic.
I was a classic. I'm thinking.
Motherfucker.
I think it was like, this happened in 2012. I was like, with the 2012 Mustang. Just like, let's go. Talking about classic. I got you. Cool.
I completely lost where I was going on that next one.
Something about the little boy or some shit. Some little boy. I don't know, something like that. Whatever.
Yeah, that was a little boy on that. That's what we're talking about. No time to move on.
Yeah,
you brought up badass Mustangs again.
My bad, I got confused because I thought
acting a Mustang.
I was talking about like a new Mustang.
Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about with Chaz. So,
like,
you got a son, and it's like you see your son out front, right? You're looking through the screen door, you see your son out there, and you're just like, there's this bully that's bullying one of his friends. And he's just kind of looking at you through the screen door, and he's watching the bully beat up his friend, and you're just like, he goes up there, he squares up with the bully. The bully's big, beating his ass a little bit. He tires him out, starts working him, and then later round, drops his ass, makes him quit. You're just like, he's cutting onions in here, bro. He's cutting onions in here. Like, don't ever do that again.
He looks at you.
But damn, bro.
He looks at you, he's like,
he's leaking.
Finish him. It's like,
finish him. Kirby's him.
I'm like,
oh, I should never let you watch America.
Finish him. It's like,
you streak your beard.
Almost, I'm thinking Shang Tsung straight up is more common. It was like, bring me his soul.
At what point has your son just gotten in too many fights? Like, what if your son got in 10 fights? But he's like, I ain't starting them. I'm just sticking up for my friends.
And I'm just like, why are you such a dick then, bro? Like, what do you want? All these people want to fight you.
Like, everybody keeps trying to pick on my friends.
I'm like,
I gotta fight for him.
Well, you gotta get masked up. You gotta go help beat up these little ass kids with him. You gotta beat ass by you gotta beat some ass by your son's side. You know what I'm saying?
How old till you would hit? How old the kid gotta be for you
15,
to hit?
16. I'm decking you.
Like, 15-year-old?
They're pretty. 15,
You're punching 15-year-old in the face.
15-year-old, 16-year-old, pretty good, pretty big nowadays, bro.
Steve will punch a 15-year-old.
I've seen some pretty big 15, 16-year-olds. You know, of course you're scrawny like a little kid. You know, you're 15. It's just like, can't abuse you right now.
We're gonna drop them.
But if it's
quick little shuffle
you've
drop.
seen, okay, look, we've seen big 15, 16-year-olds. Where you're like, look,
Yeah.
I don't even want to give you a shot. Okay, I'm pushing 30s right now.
I might not even want to fight you.
I'm pushing 30s right now. I better knock you over
I
here.
better get a weapon. You imagine you hit a 15-year-old full power when he's
I'm
not
calling
looking.
the cops on this one.
You hit
At what
a
point
15-year-old full power.
At what point are
and
you
it
at that
doesn't knock
age?
him out.
At what point are you that age where you're like, I'm calling the cops on this one, buddy? Like,
No, you mean at what point is he that age, right? And I was trying to be like, well, at what weight is he at that point?
Yeah, you're just like,
Yeah.
I don't want to fight this.
He's
kid.
6 foot, 250.
Yeah, son, we're gonna call the cops.
Social services.
Hey, he's 15. This is a grown man.
That's the point where you're just like, where do you live? Who raised you?
He's
You start
15.
bringing out like
He's taller than you. He's 6'4".
Tyler Hutchinson was telling me, he's like, I'm officially a dad. The other day I see him, he's like, I'm officially a dad. Broke up a school fight at the end of my alley. And I was just sitting there thinking, like, God, is that a funny sight?
Yeah,
God,
almost the thing. I'm just like,
that does make it a dad.
Those two turn and bank him. It's like,
yeah,
like,
we ran through all the scenarios.
It's like,
yeah.
It's,
what the fuck does that got to do with you?
Of course, you got to that one.
I got through them all.
One.
You know, I ran through them all.
Yeah, you just like beat each other
But
up.
I just thought it was funny. Like, that really does officially make you an old man when you break up a fight.
Yeah.
I feel like that's not a bad thing, but like that really is like, I just broke up a kid fight.
I imagine like,
not an adult fight, but a kid fight.
Yeah, you broke up two little kids. I mean, like I broke up a couple of adult fights. I mean, I can't say I've broken them up, but I was like, I've jumped to break them up and successfully do it now.
I remember at Aoki, I just gave like the weakest attempt, but I gave an attempt.
I gave a pretty weak attempt too. Yeah,
You're
I'm not gonna lie.
Hey.
Yeah, but like, when you see this guy's head get jolted back by a fucking fist, I'm just like, all right, y'all fight now. Cool.
It's so funny. I don't know why.
I thought he was out. I wasn't gonna catch him. I thought he was about to go out.
His head went so far back. That. It didn't have no power behind it. It was just a face push.
It went, yeah.
It was a face push. It was one of these.
But that with the lights going off, it made it look
you're right.
more
They
severe.
kind of make it look epic.
Like more severe. You get smoke in the air. I'm just like, bro, this dude's fist creates smoke.
That guy probably wanted a sweet video.
I'm just like, that was fast.
I just didn't want to be the guy that like records the fight. I was like, you know what? I was about to pull out my phone and I was like, hold up. I'm trying to break up this fight.
But this is what I clearly remember. That one bitch that just came, that one blonde bitch that just came between them, was just like, break it up. It's like she literally got between them and just pushed them apart. And I was like,
I think I moved on already.
All right, hats up to you, bro. Like literally, like that bitch was just like, ah. She like stopped. Like imagine like the fucking forces like collided a little bit. She was just like, ah. Like she was the more powerful being right there.
And now at that point, at that point, they're both trying to impress her. So just like
at that point, they also had like 3 people apiece on behind them.
Yeah, but if I'm losing a fight, it doesn't end. As simple as that.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a long fight that I'm like, okay, we've scrapped.
When I win.
And that fight, that guy punched him like 3 times in the face. He didn't really get any shots in.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, no, I'm gonna get kicked out for this.
But they did that thing where like they hold each other with one hand and then throw punches.
Well, the weirdest thing is how they, like people get so close to each other before they strike, and then look who lost, right, Steve? The guy that didn't throw first.
Yeah.
It's simple as that, bro. When somebody's in your face like that, you're just like, no, we're ending this. Like, I'm not going to give a grown man the chance to make me a viral sensation.
Taking you the fuck out.
Headbutt. Cheap shot.
You're going out.
I'm not saying I'm going to knock you out. I'm just saying I'm going to strike first. It might be a 3-piece combo, you know what I mean? But that first one's coming with lethal force as much as I can put into it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Give it what I got.
You're doing that 4-button combination for protecting.
And then you're just like, hey, I didn't start nothing. Once you tee him up a little bit, so you can be like, whatever.
That's always been my thing because like I haven't had that point where like I just knock someone the fuck out.
No, not like that.
But I'm hoping that I don't get overcome, which is with pure ego. I'm not sure what's bound to happen, man. Especially if
it's all about where you hit them.
If you initiated it and I just knock you the fuck out, bro, I'm just like, I'm on top of my fucking mountain.
You might start training MMA.
You just might. You might be like, oh, I should be a boxer. Yeah, you know, you do a pose afterwards. You're just like, oh. Like I said, I remember last time I was talking about like slapping my knees, before I get into a fight. It's like,
yeah.
It's like lifting them up high.
It's something about oh yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Not a name, but I ain't gonna put no names on it. But there was this one time I remember because I tried to have the mentality for a friend of mine that I'm talking about right now that didn't work out. I was a bad cornerman, bro. I remember this one time trying to get my fighter hyped for this fight that's about to happen in literally 0.5 seconds. Next thing you know, he gets, snuck first, gets taken down. He loses the fight. He loses the fight pretty bad.
Gets beat.
About 2 or 3 minutes. He gets mounted. At that point, he's taking strikes. So I'm like, all right, I gotta bring up a mount for my boy. Like somebody mount your boy.
Stand him up.
I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do. Fight at this point, whatever it is. I'm just gonna make sure he ain't got you mounted. That's too crucial.
Beat the shit out of you, exactly.
Beat the shit out of you, yeah. Which he was already getting a couple shots in before I could even do anything.
Exactly, yeah.
So I break it up, and like the fight, the guy that beat him up, he's done with the fight. He's out of it. He's like, whatever, because he got the strikes in.
Exactly, yeah.
But I'm telling my boy, I'm like, look, bro, he got your eye good. I'm like, if I was you right now, dog, I would not be done. I'm trying to talk to him like that, I'm like, bro, he literally took you right to the ground. He taught you. Like, I couldn't sleep tonight knowing that I didn't try again, at least, something like that. Goes back out there, gets beat up some, bro. I stop it. So like another minute 10 goes by. He got a couple shots in though.
That's what you want.
He got a couple shots in. He still lost that second round. But he got like 2 or 3 power shots in.
Yeah.
He probably ate about 5.
You sent him in for a third?
And no, at this point I called the fight. I'm like, you know what? It ain't going your way. Man. I think he was too drunk. You know what I mean? I love it. Too much drink to him. This guy ain't that drunk.
Yeah.
So I was kind of disadvantaged. I'm like, you know what? His eye was swollen. I'm like, we're calling this one. You guys want to do it again in the future? Try and set it up.
Yeah, check this out.
At this point, I'm like, I couldn't, as a friend, send him back out there for that third round, dog.
Oh, no. With the way he was looking probably at that point.
Yeah. Even though he was connected. I remember there was this one, it was kind of just like, I remember he caught him one good time in his chin. And that's when that guy didn't want to fight no more. Like after he ate this one good one. It was just a ducking one. It was straight up. He just ducked his head and just came over top and just hit the guy. It connected.
That's a solid punch, though, man.
After that, he did not want to fight no more, but he still had already tagged him up so many times.
That's a solid punch, man. That overhand punch, man. Overhand right.
Duck your head, overhand right. That can work for anyone.
You block your face.
You just put all you got to get on the line. You get all the way over there.
You just block your face real quick, just from your basic points.
Bro, yeah. If anybody wants to learn that technique, look at the Chuck Liddell tutorial for that, for the overhand right.
Yeah, bro, I've seen it.
Did you see that? Did you see the way his arm moves?
Yeah.
It really is like a crane, dog.
It's weird,
He's like,
bro.
first you start doing like this, and then you come over the top. I like to come like that. And then you just smack it.
As you drop your body, bro.
Yeah,
bring that bitch in.
Yeah,
bro. I had the punching bag set, bro. I was just like, that's my favorite thing to do. I'd just be like, It's like, because you would smack the shit out of the bag, and you'd just be like, because that would be the most impact punch you can throw.
Right.
I didn't have an overhand left to throw. Like that one, would be my strongest, like boom. So it would just feel good,
You put it all into it.
But I was one thing that's like really enjoy was just punching that thing. That's like because it was tiring. I mean, at a pound of glove, it's pretty tiring. And then you're also moving around, stepping in punches and shit.
For sure, bro. Anybody don't think fighting's tiring. You go out there and throw punches for 30 seconds. You're tired.
Yeah.
It's just as tiring.
And then you put 1 pound each, which sounds like a little bit. But when you're throwing punches real fast, it's a lot of extra weight on your fists. 1 pound.
Yeah, that's a lot.
You get quick too, bro. Yeah, that was the thing. The weighted heavy bag gloves, man. Just like.
Is that what they were? They had some weight to them.
Yeah, some ones we got laying around here.
Is that those ones?
Yeah,
they got a pound in them.
A pound each. Yeah.
Okay, I got
pound
you.
Each a piece. Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, bro. So they're heavy. They're heavy.
Huh. Okay.
So you get tired. I mean, you really start feeling it in your lats when you start throwing that weight around.
I wonder what the standard weight is.
8 ounce, bro. That's half pound. 8 ounce
You're
gloves.
Right. You're absolutely right. So that's a 16 ounce glove.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I got it.
I'm pretty sure it's a pound. Yeah, it's a pound. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's a pound, right? Yeah, 6 ounces. Yeah, that's a pound. I might be looking at a dude like I thought it was 24. Like it's like 24 O's, right? Where's my 24?
Oh, okay, you got a pound for me. What's the going right on your?
I was hoping he doesn't realize and gives me 24 O's.
Free half a pound.
For exactly, it's for a pound price. There you go.
Well, if anyone wants to buy drugs, holler at Steve. Thank you everybody for tuning back in. Appreciate it.
Appreciate y'all.
Facebook, give us that goddamn ads. Stop holding us back, Facebook.
Shout out Gambling Joker. We appreciate you, man. Thank you for subscribing. We love y'all. Y'all have a good night.
Gambling, I love it. We got some new people in here. Thank you.
That's the shit show. Y'all tuning out. Peace.